Let it go, let it go. Yes, sometimes you do have to let it go, but then again, you can live to fight on another day. This is one of those games where I could have added one to the tally for something a little bit special, but I used my mind thinking I can do more if I can stay alive. And the Bee Gees, they like staying alive, don't they? But we're here in the Tier 8 Premium Japanese Destroyer, the Hayate. Now, I'm running this as a gunboat, so I have a really long torpedo reload time. And but it does give me a little bit of an advantage when running into things like shimikazes. Not so much with Darren and Khabarovsk, but we can hold our own in a gunfight. And if we can't hold our own and we're going to go down, we are at least going to take a fair chunk of change off the guy that we're shooting at. There is the Stalingrad. There is a destroyer on Charlie Cap. I did have a look across and see which other destroyer was spotted on the other side of the map. There's a Hayate, so it's potentially the Z23. Yep, sorry, not Z23, Z46. But there he is. He gets himself spotted. You'll notice that I turned around and started reversing to the capture point there. That's because the Hayate has two turrets on the back, and it means that I could reverse in, contest the cab very slowly, get him detected. And if he did run his sonar, then I could use my engine boost and get away as quick as I possibly could. So, red team are 2 destroyers down, and it's not even 3 minutes into the game. And generally, if that's going to happen with your team, you're going to lose. Keep your destroyers alive, people. Remember to prioritise targets, especially things like ships with brig secondaries. Looking at Ohio out there, ships with radar, Stalingrad, who's currently pushing down our flank. Now, I'm on the cab. I'm going to spank some torpedoes across there towards that Conqueror, just in case he decides to slow down. Spoiler alert, he's not. He's going to keep on sailing through. And there's also a GK with them, and the last red team destroyer, the Hayate, is out there on that cap as well. We'll bump into him, not literally, figuratively, a little bit later, because we are going to increase the pucker factor to about 100 for around 30 seconds of this game. And yeah, I didn't think I was going to come away with my life. But some games, it seems like you have 9 lives just like a cat. And there we go. Now, I could have taken a really cheap shot at this Conqueror and finished him off, but we didn't, because we want to stay undetected. We don't want to take any fire from that Stalingrad. We don't want to let the last destroyer know where we are. And I'm going to flip up my torpedo indicator and have a look at what this GK is doing. There we go. He's turning towards us, but twist and track pops off to the right hand side. That means the destroyer's there. There we go. It's another Hayate. Here we go. Guns on. Boom, boom. The team are shooting too. He is not long of this world. There we go. We damage control that fire. That could have been dangerous, but here is the GK on the corner. I'm anticipating him turning in towards the island to try and avoid torpedoes, but not quite a death strike, but we'll take it. And there we go. That's why I was wary of that Ohio, because he is running at least AK secondaries. Smart move here. Watch this. Rolling the smoke, but rolling into the cap with the smoke at the same time. I can see that the Ohio has 2 fires on him, so I switched to AP. I'm getting better at doing this now. It's not something I always do. Like a lot of destroyer players, I often just continue to spam HE even when this fire's on. I'm trying to get myself out of that habit. But we've got a solo cap. We now have a cap assist. The Ohio is burning, and because his fires have been burning for quite some time, I've gone back to HE because I wanted to try and light those fires up and keep them going on him. But our smoke is running down. We've got 30 seconds to play with. Quick look there to see where our smoke bubble is, and yep, he's turning towards us. We know he's got at least AK secondaries. We don't want to be spotted. We don't want to be on the receiving end of those. I don't know who's getting shot at there by those secondaries, but it made it a little bit uncomfortable for me. And then we spot the Conqueror coming through, so we've had to leave that Ohio there. We could have got an angle for torpedoes, but then we might have left ourselves open for this Conqueror coming through and giving us a full anal enema of high explosive, and that would have stung quite a lot had he had the opportunity to do so. But here we go, torpedoes going out, and I was glad that I saw those other torpedoes coming past me, because it meant that I fired my other set slightly to one side of it. But he does take one, he is flooding, we've got a fire, and we land another torpedo off the second set, and he is out of the game too. 3 kills, so we've done our fair share of the work so far on the game, but we are not done. Unfortunately, we aren't going to pull a Kraken on this game. Had I been able to stay on that the Ohio a little bit longer, or had I taken a cheap shot at the other Conqueror, we could have been on 4 kills now. But with the last ship being a Stalingrad, it's always nice to add a little insult to the game, because he is one of the toughest hard-hitting cruisers at this tier. There is his radar, he's pushing into the cap, saved his radar from that instead of being in range to use it earlier in the game. And even though my guns won't lock on that target just then, he is sailing towards me, so those shells are going to start landing near him or on him. Doesn't necessarily have to be locked at that moment in time if they're sailing towards you. There's a little tip to try and remember. But we get lucky with a fire, we get kill number 4. Literally, we don't get a single medal in this game, even though we have 4 caps, 147 gun hits, a solo cap, and a cap assist. I felt a little bit disappointed, but I was happy to have the win, and especially when I saw that I hit 3,158 base XP. That was my second 3,000 plus XP game of the day within about 5 games, so I was more than happy with that result. What I will say is, let me know if there's a ship that you want me to play. Drop it in the comments and I'll see what I can do for you. Throw some games in, throw a video together, get it out here on the channel. Don't forget to smash the like button, share this with your friends, leave me a comment, tell me how often you play the Hearte, and subscribe if you haven't done so. Until next time, take care and goodbye.